Good morning, folks. Welcome back. So I think we're going to do another rural environment today with a bit more, I think a little closer in, but same kind of vibe as yesterday. We might do a spaceship too, I'm kind of thinking. I was checking to see if Housecraft worked in the earlier version in Blender 4.3, and it does. So maybe let's start building that, and maybe we'll jump to 4.4 just because I'm trying to stay current so I don't get confused. Let's copy this cube because we're in the base one, and just do a new general. Don't save. And in our collection, let's get rid of our cube. Paste. So this is 4.3. And we're just going to move this to scene collection, get it out of collection. Okay. So let's just build ourselves a house real quick to play with. And how big is our cube right now? It's slightly smaller than 3, which maybe we like better. What does it look like just as a straight cube? 2-meter cube. We want a bit more than that. Let's make it a 2.5-meter cube. So it's slightly lower than 10 feet. I forget what 8 feet is. Let's just do 8 feet. Yeah, 2.5. Cool. All right. So going in, and we'll just turn it off in edit mode for right now. And E 2.5. What? Why is it bigger than? Where's my cube? Control A, apply rotation scale. Okay. E 2.5. How is it that that's bigger than the other one? Because that cube should be. All right, fine. What the heck? It's not even a cube. What have I done? A, X, vertices, goodbye. Shift A, cube, 2.5. There we go. Okay, on, right, cool. 1, GZ 1.25. Control A, apply all transforms. Great. There we go. 3, E 2.5. Good. E 2.5. Let's do it again. Okay, so we got it 5 going across. Cool. And I think 3 going back. It's going to be pretty small. Okay, sure. And then maybe one more. There we go, just because we have a center line then. And 2. Actually, it's the easiest way to do this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. E 2.5. Z. No. Redo. GZ 2.5. Thank you. Okay. Now I'll add it back. Add it back. And K. And knife it across. And K. And knife it across. Giving us this fine example of housedom. Cool. And then 3, E3. We'll actually go out a little bit further. And plus, and we're going to make that a porch. And we have a porch that actually looks right. We do need an inner wall there, though. Hide. 2, select that. And that. Bridge edge loops. Weird. AM for distance. Cool. That. That. Bridge edge loops. That's very strange. That's very strange. You know what? Undo. Just gonna go back all the way. Even before that. There we go. Shift D, E3. Porch assign. Let's see. There we go. But it is wonky looking. Let's see. That's strange. Turn it off. Alt V, face orientation. That's correct, but that wall is backwards. Oh, I think we're doubling this wall too. Yes, we are. That should be better. Faces, not vertices. Faces. Much better. Okay. Hey, Yix, good to see you. Let's just get rid of this one here. Faces entirely. Yep. Opens it up. Nice. Now, let's keep going. I'm going to come to change our things around a bit. Get rid of random windows. Let's see, and what's that other stuff? Trash. No. Ladders. Only on awning. I don't really need a ladder. Chimneys and lamps. Lamps are off. Random chimneys on, that's fine. Okay. We come back in and we're going to say this wall, this wall, this wall, and this wall are going to be windows. Sign. Cool. And then this wall is going to be a door. Good deal. And then over here, let's see, this one, this one, this one, and this one are going to be windows. Maybe these two as well. Did I not assign? Does it not like it because it's not a quad? Let's see. Okay, here, there, and let's see. Here, here. Still doesn't want to make them windows. Interesting. Well, I don't care that much, so. And let's keep going. So we're in edit mode. Cool. It's very like Western looking, but that's all right. I'm kind of okay with it right now. We want some water and ivy. Water streaks just a lot. Ivy on. Density and height. There might be too much ivy. 0.1. All right, that's better. Maybe even 0.5, just a little bit of ivy. Move it around a little bit. There we go, mostly off the porch. That's kind of what I wanted. Cool. I want to just make things a bit brighter too. Right. That's looking okay. Do we want to do like an awning kind of thing? Could try. Let's just see what happens if we go this, 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 and this. E 2.5 plus. Let's make it actually this one. So let's see what the heck I'm doing. I just get everything but the roof, but you know, hey. And material, awning. It's a little weird, isn't it? I think this one needs to be just regular material. As do this one and this one, I think. So this one and this one also regular material. It's not getting a floor there though. Let's see. Take a look, see what I've got. That's at the floor. You bastard. Could just make it all default. Try it. See what it gives us. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's just do it at the side like that. Can I make that a window? Will it window? Will it window? It'd be cool if it did. No, it's not high enough. Hey, Unquiet. Good to see you, sir. Let's see. Just see if this and this and it's going to be more though. Well, let's try this. E up, and we're going to X vertices or edges rather. No. Control X. Get rid of edges that way. Cool. And then K, knife across to there. Let's see what this does. Still no window though. Assign. Come on, Housegraph. There we go. Got windows there. Okay, that's fine. It's a little funky, but I kind of like it off to the side like that. I don't know why. There's some other options we could use too, but I think this is working for me for right now. Now, what happens if I bring this whole thing into 4.4? Is it going to freak on me? Copy object into collection and paste. Yeah, it doesn't like it. Okay, undo. But we can just, because I do like this house. I think we're going to keep it. Realize instance is on. And we'll go ahead and apply it. Apply all. Why did it fail? Oh, I'm in edit mode. That's why it failed. Apply all. Okay, so we got a house now. Copy objects. Paste objects. Cool. And exposure again to 8. So I think it's fun. I'm going to use it. Let's go ahead and build a ground around it. Mesh, circle, sure, S200. That's going to be 400 meters. That's pretty large. I don't think we need to go quite that large. 100. Yeah, we'll go to 200 meters. Rotation scale, fill it. Quad remesh it to 250. Okay. Delete the original one. Move our house to structures. Move our ground to ground. Okay. And I'm going to take our house and move it up a little. Well, maybe in a minute. Up a little bit, but we'll do our ground first. So 7, let's see. I'm thinking, just gonna make my life a little easier. So a little more. It's gonna be your yard. And to there, it's gonna be our driveway. Okay, sure. So set it to detail. Assign. Now, let's see, geometry nodes, terrain, trainer base. Cool. And we're going to cut our strength down to 3 and our scale to 0.01. Yeah, pretty flat. Okay, I do think I kind of want to put a road there too, though. So let's see if we can't do that. We're not going to see much of it, but I just kind of have it like going across here. Curve Bezier, tab, vertices, draw, like that. Sure. Good deal. Then this, I'm going to go ahead and apply that. Add a modifier, geometry nodes, flatten landscape. And the curve is going to be just this one road this time. And iteration is going to be like 1,000, which will flatten it right out. Cool. And I don't think I'm going to use their... I'm kind of debating whether I use the road path or not, or if I do it a different way. The road path kind of was a pain for me yesterday. Let's try, although I'm not sure that Urbaniac works in 4.4. Because nothing fucking works in 4.4. Not streets. Let's look at highways. Just want like a narrow, yeah. Oh no. Maybe a street. Straight. Append. Yeah. Nothing works in 4.4. Let's see if I can figure out what the hell's going on with that. Fine. Be that way. How do we want to deal with it? Either do it in 4.3 and bring it across. You know what? Let's do that. It's just gonna be like my throw shit in here file. Urbaniac. Asphalt. Streets. Straight. Append. And look, it works. I'm getting a little salty about under 4.4. Select hierarchy. Not delete hierarchy, select hierarchy. Copy objects. Paste. Cool. And here, array is going to be fit curve. Curve is going to be Bezier curve. Right. And then we're going to add, I guess there's not one on here, is there? Add a modifier, deform, curve, curve object, select it, we got our road. Cool. And we're just going to GZ.05. Again, there we go. It's above the ground now. There's our road. We should save. Oh, geez. New 25, 4, 23, 1. Did I do a new? Come on. Where are they? New folder. 25, 04, 23, 1. Live stream. Farm. Save. Okay. That's looking good. So far, anyway. Yes, sorry. With Auto Trainer, if you assign it to vertex group detail is the default one that it goes with, then it will not apply the Auto Trainer to that section. So it's just a good way to keep stuff flat. You can actually, in this version of Auto Trainer, you can change the name of the vertex group in the modifier, but that's the default one, so I just use it. Cool. This one, I don't actually need to be a 20-meter radius anymore, though, do I? 10. Get smaller. Gives us less of a bank, right? Maybe 12. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to apply this now too. Alrighty. Now we can move our house around. It doesn't have to be right in the center of this flat square area. Oh, our road stuff didn't get applied, did it? Link modifiers. Link modifiers. There we go. There's our whole road. Let's just see if that we like it. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I don't mind having some lines on it. Anyway, great. Let's actually, do we want to rotate it? It doesn't have to line up straight to the road. I mean, the road's curved anyway, so it would be a good way of having this one. There's our house like that. Do we I want to set it so it's like this, maybe like that, and kind of like over here. That's kind of cool. Let's do that. To right there. Okay. Hey, Patrick. Good to see you, sir. What do we have in the way of fences in here? Fence, get bash. Anything we like? There's lots of... This is classic fence. Is there a wall? Yeah. A pen. I don't think this is the right one for us, but let's see. No, it's just too... not what we want. Oh, well, we'll do that in a little bit. Okay. So we got our one house here. We need to give it some poles to hold that shit up there. And does it still not have a floor? It doesn't have a floor. Oopsie. Let's give it a floor. Don't know why. Grab that to that, or two. This to this, and this to this. Bridge edge loops. Okay. Let's see, I don't know what the material is for it, but let's see. I don't know, man. I went looking through Google Street View and I found lots of stuff in Russia northeast of Moscow that looked a lot like this. I was street viewing everywhere for it. So I not that I'm not listening to you, but I did find them. There were a lot. Up by the river, up by the lake northeast of Moscow, there was a bunch. But, you know, I'm not opposed to either one. It doesn't matter. We're going to go with it today, just because, but... let's take it down. I don't know what to say. No. I always don't know what to say. It looks all right, though. I think it might depend where you are, too. Like, that area had a lot of trees, so maybe that's why. I don't know. Let's build ourselves another spaceship and put it in here just for funsies. We'll sort of see what we get. Shift A. None of this stuff's going to want to turn off, is it? Collection off. Structures off. Ground off. We'll leave the road on. Mesh. Random starship. Operator presets. Go to a 12 hull. And then cut it down to a 6 hull. Already it's kind of cool, but we're got to do more to it than that, or I'm not going to feel right. Backscale Y2 Z2. Interesting. That's actually really kind of neat. Settings. No, it's in hull, isn't it? Hull. Static base. Yes. Interesting. Seed. I was just going to do Y2 instead of X2. Let's get rid of that. Let's see if that... Yes, okay, that was what I was doing. Interesting. That's okay, that's cool. That's just a really neat shape. May not even be for a spaceship, but I just dig that. We're going to use it. Happy accidents. Cool. We're going to apply the mirror on it. And we're going to RX minus 90. Yes. 1 GZ. Because that's just a neat looking shape. And Control A, all transforms. Bring back our ground and our structures. Let's make it 4 times bigger. No, not all that stuff, just this. Yeah, alrighty. This is feeling cool. Do we want those things sticking out the side or we want the base? Let's see. So we can go up higher, which is cool. And then it's kind of off the ground, which could be neat. Or we go down to like that. I think we'll go down to like that. Maybe even a little more. Like that. Okay. Sweet. I'm not sure what it is, but it's cool. Let's rotate it. Sort of line it up like that a little bit, just for fun. Why is my road not... What got changed? Did I move my ground? No. Did I move my road? No. So why did it suddenly lose that space there that was before? I'm just going to save. Let's go back a little bit, see where we're at. Okay, road's good there. Well, undo history. Go here. Gonna grab this, copy objects. Gonna go back to that. Paste objects. And we're not gonna worry about it anymore. Save. Weird. Okay, but that's fun. I'm liking that shape. Now, I think we will throw some stuff that's not wood in here because it's certainly not all. I want to have it kind of have that like ramshackle look a little bit going on. Small assets, apocalypse, buildings, containers. I love these containers. Okay. We're going to give him maybe 2. Cool. Let's get this out of the way. And we need some trash. And I did like the big, medium, small cyberpunk trash. That worked well for yesterday. Let's use it again. Street assets. Trash. You can't see me, but I'm just setting it to 2K, so don't grab the 4K one because we do not need that much trash. Our trash does not need to be that high res. It's the biggest problem with using assets. Make sure you're not using assets that have textures that are way bigger than you need. It's my biggest problem with assets. I've reached a point now where my models do not slow up or destroy my render, but my textures, oh yeah. Okay, good. And let's throw that there. I'm not too worried about it smashing, which is kind of deal. Although we could rotate it because it smashes a little less that way. Although, yeah, and then Sx-1. There we go. So now we won't smash any big things into it, just that. Okay, cool. Maybe do it again. Just get rid of that too. Cool. And is that the large trash assembly or the small trash assembly? I don't remember. Large. Let's grab a small trash assembly too then. And kind of throw that there. Garbage. Cool. And maybe one more. Kind of over here. That whole area feels nice and garbage now. Okay. Then let's keep playing. What do we want to do? Industrial zone, buildings, set dressing. It's like a wires. Cables and wires, yes. On the ground, like that. We've definitely used this before, but it's just freaking cool, so we're going to keep using it. And scaling it up until it reaches the house. So we got these weird ass cables now coming across there. Nice. Okay. I'm going to focus a little more, I think, on close-up shots than we did yesterday. So I kind of want to make sure that we're looking at it a little bit more evenly. We're not going to be huge on this one. Just kind of want to get to like this probably goes far, although I did put the road in, so we might do one, but you know. Let's see. Speaking of our road, how do we want to handle this? Let's go to our road tab. That's very even, isn't it? Let's just kind of cut into that a little bit. And then we add out onto it a little bit. And just cut into it a little bit. Actually, we'll make that bigger. Add onto it a little bit. And add onto it a little bit. Just trying to get rid of those straight lines that are kind of a death to us. But we don't need this wide either. Okay, let's smooth that down a little bit, and that down a little bit. Don't think it's going to matter, but we're going to call that dirt, for lack of a better word. Good deal. And do we want to go ahead and start doing some geoscattering so we can see? Maybe we do. Okay. Kind of jumping around on this one a little bit. Geoscatter, select our ground, biome, open to biomes. And I'm going to go, I think, the wastelands work really well for me for like scrubby, shitty farmland, basically. Particularly like Wasteland 3 and 5. It's like, this is Rock Plain 1 actually works good too for this. Maybe let's do Rock Plain 1. Yes, we're not going to have that many, I know. Okay, and rock plane 1, we only want it in vertex group dirt. And we don't want thorns at all. We do want some grass, I think, not just moss. Although moss looks good, but let's do, I don't know, grass 9 as well. Yeah, and take all 3 of those and move them to rock plane 1. Okay. And cut it down though. Distribution, instance per meter squared, let's just say 10. And grass clump, instance per meter squared, let's just say 1. And nettle, let's just say 1. Yeah, that makes that. Interesting. Why is it not in those 2 lines? Did I miss an area? Let's see. Turn off geoscatter, tab. Assign. Yeah. It's giving me the whole, it's not giving me. Did I pick detail by accident? No, I picked dirt. Okay. Tab. Assign. Reverse and remove. And there are no modifiers attached to that. So that should be, there we go. That's better. Like, I don't know what the hell happened, but there we go. And I guess we'll do, I'm going to put this in structure too. Structures. Upward obstruction of structures. Cool, and this should go in structure too. Yeah. We don't get anything in here because got that damn overhang, but we'll deal with that. Okay. So there is our, and then we can turn on that, that, and that. Now let's see what it looks like. See, I wasn't lying. Yeah, I really think it depends on where your areas were. I imagine places that got heavily impacted by World War II, probably more concrete. That would be my assessment. But who knows? Okay, so we got that. We're liking it. Let's turn it off because it's not going to do much for our composition. I just wanted it there. So we need trees now. Let's turn off geoscatter. What's our forest looking like? The pine trees are very lightweight, so I tend to like using them, but they're not always what I want. Although there are lots of good pine trees for, at least according to every Shishkin painting I've ever looked at, lots of good pine forests in Russia. So, you know, hey. That's like a really shitty background one. We might use it. Let's see. Biome 10. Okay. 10 is going to be not dirt. All right, upward obstruction of structures. Okay. And we're going to want them further away, actually. Excuse me. Let's look at it one at a time. Turn it back on. Dead trees. You know what I might do? See, is that because that's not giving us a lot of road there. I think what we'll do instead is go to vertex groups on this sucker, tab, and minus, 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 minus. Great. Plus assign trees. Now we can come back in, and tree dead is going to be in a culling mask vertex group of trees. Much better. And can even do the same here. Let's do that. Tab. 7. Control I, invert C. Grab our road. Cool. And remove from trees. Just even a bit more here. There we go. Remove from trees. And just make sure assign to trees. Okay, turn back on scatter again. Much better. Okay. So trees are looking good. Let's see how we got the other ones. Big branches. I think they're also going to be going to trees. Still getting one across my road. Those things are huge. You know what? So in this one, I'm going to have to even do more. Not pattern. Proximity. Repel. Structures. Minimum of 10. Okay, less 8. 5. No. 6. Yes, 6 is fine. Off the road. That's all we want. Okay. Dry grass tall should be fine everywhere. Branches. It's going to be huge, right? Yeah. I think branches we want to move from the road. Also, repel. Structures. Minimum of like 2 meters. Let's see. Better. Yes. That's a lot of branches, man. We're going to cut that down to like 5. It's mostly just plants, but he calls it branches, but I think it's plants. But tree's dead. Big branches. Lots of dry grass that will go everywhere, but not directly under our ground. I have made my own. I don't use them very often. There are so many great ones that I just tend to use the ones that are there. Um, when I did an alien planet about a year and a half ago that I was using over and over again. That I made some alien plants and scattered them and made my own, so that I could just be like, oh, it's this one with the weird mushrooms or whatever. But yeah, not a tremendous amount. I think I want to put a couple of my own trees in here. Um, let's turn it back on so I can see where the heck I want to put them. There. Get rid of biomes right now. I'll probably be back to them later, though. Botanic. Coniferous. Deciduous. Do we want a couple of deciduous trees? It wouldn't make unsense because humans could have planted them for sure. And they do look cool. I like me some green trees sometimes. Let's do this one. And maybe another one on the other side of the road here. Okay. Back. Yeah, both of those were clearly planted by humans, but that's fine. Good deal. We probably don't need to change our ground at all. I think we've got enough scattering. We're probably all right for right now. That looks cool. Now, I want to come in here and do a few more things, though. I'm going to move these to structures. Yeah. Okay, save. Let's do let's do another biome scatter. Turn off geoscatter entirely. Open a biome. And we want something that's like tall grasses and weeds, basically. See, there's one I made my own. It has my own little mushrooms and shit. And there's a tall grass one that I made, but it's very tall grass. Let's do this one. Maybe. Sure. Ooh, it's heavy. I know, it's heavy. Exit. I'm just going to go right. Okay. So we got fine. And we're just going to set the vertex group of this one for the entire thing to dirt. Right. And there's no way, unfortunately, to do a proximity as a whole group. I wish there was. It means we're going to have to do it here each one. Proximity, repel, structures, and we're going to reverse it a minimum distance of 1. And I think I want to try up here too, on the group, sorry, upward obstruction of structures, because I don't want going underneath it. Now let's see what that gives us. Shrubs on, turn off branches, on geoscatter. Cool. I can turn off the trees too. So that's given us some like little bit of scrubby shit around that. It's probably too much right now, but we'll keep going. Shrubs, let's cut them down. Half as many. quarters. Just want a few kind of near things, but very few, because it's mostly going to be just grass. And maybe a bit more now. Let's go to 0.2. Cool. And minimal distance of 0.5. Bring it in a little more. Yeah. And then grass, same thing. Repel, structures. This is where I get really into it. Like, this is where you start hitting realism, when you start doing stuff like this. Minimum distance of like 0.1. Turn off the shrubs, turn on the grass. You start seeing me get like just, because shit grows near things like that. So you get stuff like that around the edges that I just love. Cut instances down to like 60. Grass 2. Instances down to like, again, 80. Sure. Procs. Structure. 0.1, and let's even go like 0.2, just so it's close. On. Ooh, it's big. Did I do way bigger than I'm? Oh, did I not reverse it? Reverse it. There we go. Right on the edges. Yeah. Little tiny pops of weeds, basically. And then weed. Same difference. Repel. Structures. Reverse it. We liked the distance of like 0.1 and 0.2. Turn it on. Cool. Got some weeds growing up. We can even go a few more of those. Yeah, we'll crank that up. And then we can turn these other ones on. There's not that many of them because we've limited the space pretty hard. Yes. Like that. Now we could put it in and around these two if we were to add those, but I don't know that we want to. We could try. So if we make this to structures, it's going to add more like that. Yeah, why not? We'll go out like that a little bit. Let's add these. All those. Is that all there were? There was one more, but whatever. Structures. Cool. I guess that grass has been sitting there for a while. Or those bags that have been sitting there for a while. And let's see. What else do we want to put in here? Kind of want like a vehicle of some kind. I don't want to have any great Soviet trucks or anything, though. Do have some. Did I close my scatter? I'm always closing this window when I don't want to. Big, medium, small. Actually, I guess the advantage is a lot of these vehicles from them are photogrammetried from Eastern European, because that's where a lot of these guys live. So they are kind of Eastern European just by default. Let's take this like backhoe. Let me take a look at it. Yes, let's use that. Bring it down to like there. And where do we want to put it? I think there. And it definitely needs to be a structure. Nothing has moved from around this backhoe in a long time. Yeah, that's cool. Now, what else? Again, we've used these trucks and stuff in other shots, but do I care? Maybe not. Bring this guy in here. Let's put it to like right there. Ooh, and we should probably put this in structure too. Yeah. Yeah, we should. The urge to play with putting everything in scatter combinations is huge. As soon as you put it in there, though, it gets slow. That's the other thing, because it's recalculating everything, but that's fine. Good deal. Save. We haven't given this thing a material yet. Let's do that. Shaders, starships, big, medium, small, metal sheeting. Excuse me. Take a look. See what we get. Cool. Yeah, it's because it doesn't have a UV, so it doesn't get all the panels and stuff, but I actually kind of just like it like that. So it's one of those happy accident kind of things. I want to, though. I want to do one more scattering. I think. Just solo this ground. Tab and edit. Okay, yes. And I want to grab... This is a pain. Make sure geoscatter's turned off. There. I kind of want to grab... Oh, God damn it. There. There. Sure. That. Something like this. I'll make it a bit bigger. Okay. And now I want to proportional editing on, GZ down. A bit bigger. Kind of some sort of like ditch action there. Plus that. Great. And we're just going to call it ditch. What can I put there in scatter? Give something that's like very undergrowthy and heavy. I love geoscatter. I admit it can take a little bit to get used to sometimes. People are like, it's not always the most, I don't know, obvious, but oh my God, is it powerful. Like it does, it's just amazing. Let's do this grass biome. And it's so good for covering up edges, and edges are the nightmare of all 3D. So that's the other thing for me. Yes, agreed. Okay, so this grass biome, vertex group, we want ditch. We want only ditch. And we can turn back on geoscattering. Is that the wrong one? No. Oh, I didn't turn on. Cool. And shrubs, I want more of them. Instances, I want it like 10. And maybe pattern. I don't even want a pattern. I just want massive amounts of shrubs in that area. And I think I'm going to just, because I'm nerdy, weight paint. And we're going to, instead of paint, let's smear these edges a little bit. I'm tired. I don't want it square. There we go. I could also blur, but this is just more fun. Okay. Object mode. Back on geoscatter. That should be better. Yeah, that's better. We're getting a couple by the road there. That's fine, though. Bring shit back. We still got that there. Yeah. We want like one or two more things in here. I'm going to turn off geoscatter again. And I'm going to go grab a botanic as a browser. Saplings. We'll grab, I don't know what the heck it is. Okay, pseudoplanthus, sure, fine. Okay, up here, we're going to scatter from browser. We're going to go with no pattern, just random, and scatter assets. And we're going to move that into grass biome 1, all right? Yeah. And we're going to turn back on again and see how many we got. Probably too freaking many. I don't actually see any. Just got her off. On. No, there's some. Okay, great. I think maybe we'll do that more instead of shrubs. Let's kill our shrubs down. Go back to 2 again. Maybe even less. 5. Yeah, there we go. I'll do one more sapling too. Scatter again. And move it to grass biome 1. Cool. There we go. I like that. I think it's going too far here. I don't really want it up into our base there. So we need to fix that. Geoscatter. Oh, I see. Yes. Weight paint. Yeah. Control. Just going to get rid of all that here. Strength 100%. Oh. Not smear. Paint. Get rid of all of that. There's my stylus. Cool. Let's take a look, see in regards to other stuff now. Are we good? Let me get rid of a bit more here too. We can add a bit more here. Cut our strength down. A bit there. There. Just gonna. Okay. Sure. Let's try it. Oh, I see. I accidentally cut into here too, didn't I? It's gonna be a problem. Just a little bit of a problem, because it's floating now. Okay. Tab. Kill geoscatter. And see. Grab all that. Okay. Function cursor. There. And then back. And 3 cursor. SZ0. Bring it back up again. Great. Okay. Back on. Yeah. Cool. So we got that like little thing going on the side. I don't. That's wide enough, I guess. That should be all right. Sure. Let's save. I'm going to turn back on not the forest one, but the rock plain one, just to see what we got. I'll probably turn off gravel, because gravel is expensive. It's still more than... I'm going to need to see how this fits together now. Let's just turn it off. Come on. Up to the top. Gravel off. Just leave these ones off. But those should be enough to tell us what we've got, right? Let's see. I just want to be able to see where it is. Yeah, that's fine. And now if I turn on the forest, what's it coming up to? I can't remember exactly where the edge of it is. Good. It's coming right to the edge. And we're getting lots of stuff right in there along the edge. Our road is very narrow, but that's fine. We should be in good shape for that. Now, we do not have a fence, and every actual Russian farm or anything I've seen in that area would always have a freaking fence, seems like. But this is where I will deviate. It's going to be harder to see or spaced with that, so we probably won't put a fence in there. I want to put something on the house that's kind of like getting a bit more sci-fi too. Let's kill off geoscatter again. And maybe something under here could be cool. Either that or just more garbage. Actually, more garbage might work for that. Yeah, individual origins again. Okay, and that'll, I think, fix that, right? Geoscatter on. Let's see. Should also give us some grass and shit underneath it, right? Let's see. No, that one's still. All right, because it's avoiding. Both are true. Okay, well, if we're getting that, then I'm not going to do it. Let's use it for something else. Okay. Future scratch. Let's see. That thing there. Control C, copy rotation. Good. There we go. Ooh, that's kind of fun. See if we can't. No. Just grab it. Oh, come on. Under history, where'd my rotation go? Oh, I lost my rotation. I went back too far. All right. Copy rotation again. There we go. This thing, just that. Local. That seems cool. That feels like it works for what I need. Let's see what the materials look like on it. Fun. That's cool. Excuse me. Can't stop with this. All right. What else do we want to do? We will make this into structure, though, just in case, because it does go off the side. Okay, this thing. Again, copy, rotation, cool. Maybe keep it, no. This more over here towards the other stuff, like that. Okay, sure. Like that. And got something going off into that. Let's put this here. Let's scale it up a bit. Rotate it. Kind of bring it to like that. Cool. Now, what else? We don't want to overdo it either is a problem. It's trying to find that balance. Hey, Zach. Good to see you, man. We could. Let's see. Let's add something fun to it. We don't want something cute, though. Several of these are not cute looking. I'm looking at robots. These are CanSaw Tezcans bots. And I mean, they're cool. That's a little big. Is it really? Set origin to geometry. There we go. So we could just throw that in there. Trippy. We could also put a tarp over it if we wanted to or something, like shrink it down a little bit more and put a tarp on it and kind of make it a bit more obscured. Let's do that. Take it down to like there. Bring it in. Control A, rotation scale. Shift S2. Now, mesh, plane. Sure. And grab this, Control C, copy rotation. I don't think I got it. Copy rotation. Rotation copied? I must have, well, whatever. R, scale it up to like there. Version of the scale. Okay. W, subdivide, or tab. Cuts, 100. Let's try 50. I like 50 to start with. Simply cloth. We'll let it be standard for whatever that means. Quality steps of 20. Collision steps of 20. This is going to be a collision object with a friction of 85, so it doesn't slide off the thing. And the ground is going to be a collision object as well. Select that, save, and play. I don't think it really needs to self-collide this time. It's really looking really good. Pause, take a look. That feels, pretty much perfect for what I wanted. To finalize it. Finish and apply the cloth. Okay. Control 1. We gotta subdivide it more. Does it have a solidify? Now it does. And we're going to apply it. And then we're going to sculpt. And just elastic grab. Yeah. Where'd my elastic grab go? Elastic grab. Just pull that back out a little bit. That back out a little bit. Just to fix these few minor things. Probably don't even need to bother, but we're going to. Cool. Object mode. Object shade smooth. Right. Save. Then this, I think it's going to link, copy materials. This, random flow. Oh, he's moved it. Shading, append materials, and our flow cloth. Let's see what we got. Yes. So then I don't feel bad that I'm using someone else's design for a mech, but I get the benefit of having that funky shape in there. And people are like, what? Why are there legs? I like it. And then that and that. Move to structures. Turn on geoscatter again. Cool. Get a bit more extra stuff around. It's hard even to tell because like you get the other ones on the ground anyway, but it does add more. I'm liking this a lot. I like those saplings, but I need to fix my saplings. I see something wrong with them. Grayscale. Okay, turn off geoscatter. I don't need to see it to fix it. Geoscatter. Down to the bottom. Random. Needs to have rotation. Vertical influence. Factor 0.85. And this one also. Vertical influence. 0.85. So my trees grow up instead of directly along the normal. Let's see. Yes, much better. I'm talking about these saplings here. Okay. Sky. I don't know. Import. Let's see. Gray, not gray. Sun's more fun. Let's do sunny. JPEG. Let's take a look and see what we got. Those are like nights. Those are like morning, right? Yeah, early morning. Dawnish. Let's do 1187. Try it. Okay. Oh yeah, no, that's cool. I don't have a camera angle yet, so I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it. But assuming we did something like that. Let's set a first camera up and then we'll call it probably. Alexa, anamorphic cook, but we're going to go 35 because we want wide. We might even go 28. Yeah. Resolution. My girlfriend's playing Assassin's Creed, and when you can do some of the photo mode, it'll take you down to 12mm. I'm like, wow, that's like a fisheye lens, but it kind of works for video games. Focus on, I'm going to say the front of the house. Let's turn on geoscatter. Yeah, you lose all that stuff there behind that, but that's kind of fine. I don't mind having it be hidden in there. I'm going to come back and look more. Multiple shots are fine. Take a look again. Let's change our bright harshness. That's very harsh. Right now. Base. I feel like I want more trees in the background. Not getting quite enough of that. Let's do that real quick. And I think what we're going to do, turn off geoscatter. Okay. Is let's see. Grab that. Shift D, P section, tab. Scale that sucker up. Cool. See if that'll be enough. Geoscatter. Switch our objects to this thing. Biome. And there's a really low, I don't know, low poly, but lighter version of the pine tree ones. We're going to use that. Biome 14. It's just meant for background stuff, I believe. And on. It didn't even give me a warning. Oh, we probably need to change our camera too. This might help. Photographer, camera, clip end 500. There we go, that does help. What am I raising up two things of? What? Oh, that was still selected. We gotta fix that. That's going away. I can even make it thicker because it's just going to be there as a background. Or does this have both? It shouldn't have this one at all. Okay, turn it off. Oh. I guess we are both. On. Pine patch. Yes, I know it's hidden in the active view layer. Instances, 1. It should make it very thick. Yes, It does. Okay. Let's see if that's better. You should be able to see it now. Yeah, cool. This gives us some background noise. And I think we're coming along pretty well. Are we focused? Yep. Oh, this one still needs just to double check it. Yeah. Where are trees? What? What's going on here? No, that should be right. I'll turn back on. Are we seeing it? Show me what I'm seeing. Yeah, you are seeing it. Why is it all empty in there, though? It shouldn't be that. Right? Should it? Let's turn off rock plane. Turn off that. Come on, geoscatter. Don't be a pain in my ass. It's been saying good things about you today. Don't do this. No. I should save anyway, though. It's been a while. Okay, turn off geoscatter. Great. Let's just see what we got. The only one I want on is biome 10. On. And biome 10. I just want the big stuff. Yeah, so there's a big empty patch there. I want to add another tree to this sucker. I don't like all this, but I think I need a little more trees in the close-up. So we're going to have to go to botanic, coniferous. I don't know what kind of tree it is. I'm not good with, for me, it's like they're trees. People are like, oh, it's a blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, it's a fucking tree. I don't know. Let's do this one. Or, I don't know what kind of pine trees, or sorry, coniferous trees. They're not even pine trees. Coniferous trees grow in the area. Oh, we're going to grab that one. And we're going to scatter asset. And we're going to move it to biome 10. It's a little bit much, isn't it? Density 0.01. That's better. Not as tall as the other ones are, but it's fine. And again, vertical influence 0.9. It grows mostly straight. Let's see how we feel about that. Yeah, we feel better about that. Let's just try changing our sky angle, and then we'll call it 60. Ooh, pretty. 120. I want to be able to see some of our house, so probably not. That's kind of nice. It's given us that nice dapple, the light kind of vibe. Let's do that. And we'll turn back on this one because it's just in the foreground to see what it looks like. And it's going to hide all that crap. Yep. And I think we're good. Yeah, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. I like this one. Again, it's a little sort of smaller in scale than some of the other stuff we've done, but I feel like there's lots of good shots in here to play with. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back same time again tomorrow. All right, folks, take care. Bye.